Welcome to another bonus edition of Upon Further Review.
Upon further review.
And in this edition, we'll be talking about the New York Jets at the New England Patriots. And this Week 7 matchup will be on Thursday Night Football, October 16th. You can catch that at 8:20 p.m. Eastern Time, and it's going to be simulcast on CBS and the NFL Network. So the Jets are coming into this game with a record of 1-5. They won their first game of the year at home against Oakland, but they have lost the last 5 in a row as they went to Green Bay, lost to the Packers. Then they hosted the Bears and the Lions, who defeated them. They went to San Diego and got blanked by the Chargers, and then they lost at home against Denver last week. And as for the Patriots are 4-2. They lost their home or the first game of the season in Miami, and then they went to Minnesota and won. Then they won their home opener against Oakland. Then they went to KC and they lost on Monday Night Football, but they bounced back with a huge victory at home against Cincinnati on Sunday Night Football. And then last week they beat the Bills in Buffalo, and now here we are in Week 7 where they host the New York Jets in Foxboro on prime time in front of a nationwide audience on Thursday Night Football. And it should be a pretty good matchup. There's some injuries on both sides. The Jets are going to be without Milner, their star corner. And the Patriots are going to be without Ridley or Mayo. But let's look inside the numbers. And when it comes to passing offense and passing offensive yards per game, the Jets are 32nd in the NFL, and the Patriots are 15th. Then when it comes to passing defense, the Jets are 15th, and the Patriots are 3rd. So without a doubt, the clear and decisive advantage in the passing game goes to the Patriots. As you see, they're kind of middle of the road this year for passing, but so is the Jets' defense. And the thing is the Patriots are coming on. They had a slow start, but they've been playing a lot better the last few weeks. So Brady seems to finally have gotten into the groove with his receivers. He's got some new targets, that he's dealing with. So plus, some health issues and everything. And then even if you look at how abysmal the Jets are when it comes to passing the ball, and the Patriots' pass defense is one of the top in the NFL, so they should have no problem shutting down the Jets' passing game. And then we look at the running attacks of both teams, and on offense for the Jets, they are 12th in the NFL when it comes to running the ball, and the Patriots are 18th. The Jets actually were doing better on the ball, but they've been falling off lately. And the Patriots, big question mark there is, even now with Ridley going down, Vereen's going to have to take over more of the carries, plus Bolden. And actually, Vereen averages more yards per carry than did Ridley. Of course, Bolden, he hasn't got a lot of touches, and his average is pretty low, so we'll see how he does in Ridley's stead. But then we look at the run defense of both teams, and the Jets are 8th in the NFL against the run. The Patriots are 14th. And the Jets, again, they've been falling off when it comes to their running game. They were even better, but lately they have not been doing as good. They let up 100 yards to Hillman of the Broncos last week. But you still got to give the advantage, regardless, to the Jets when it comes to the running game. That is kind of their strength on their team, be it on offense or defense. When it comes to the run, that seems to be where they put their emphasis on. That's where most of their talent is. The Patriots kind of struggle to run the ball. Of course, their run defense is decent, but I still give the running game advantage Jets. Now we look at points scored. The Jets are 30th in the NFL when it comes to points scored, and the Patriots are 8th. And when it comes to points against, the Jets are 25th, and the Patriots are 11th. So advantage Patriots when it comes to the scoreboard. The Jets struggle. Their only 2 teams are worse than them when it comes to putting points on the board. Of course, part of that due to the shutout that San Diego handed them a couple weeks ago. And they also, not only can they not score, they can't stop teams from scoring, as they are way down there, 25th. That's pretty bad. The Patriots, on the other hand, they are right up there with the best of them when it comes to scoring. They're top 10, they're number 8. and they're just outside the top 10 when it comes to points allowed. And I mean, if you take away that KC game, they'd be up a lot higher. So the Patriots, they're really good at putting on points on the board, and they're good at stopping other teams from scoring. That's what they should do here in this game. They shouldn't have too much problem with the Jets in New England. It's actually a rainy day. We'll see if that affects the game at all. And the conditions, of course, that might play in favor of the Jets because rain tends to make it more of a running game. But the Patriots seem to pass the ball regardless, rain, sleet, hail, or snow. So I definitely think the Patriots should get this one, even without, Stephen Ridley. I think Shane Vereen will probably have a really big game, and even Bolden is probably going to do pretty decent. We'll see, how many touches he gets. I expect Brady to be getting the ball around to all his receivers. He should, take advantage of that Jets secondary, and especially the injury to Milner. So expect Brandon LaFell to have a big game. Of course, Gronk should have a really good game too, and Tim Wright as well. Like I said, I expect to see Shane Vereen get a lot of yards out of the backfield, catching the ball as well as running it. I think they'll probably be giving more of the touches to Bolden. He'll be doing more of the dirty work in the trenches for the Patriots. And then you'll see Vereen, more kicking it to the outside and getting the screen passes and whatnot. So, and the Patriots win this one. The Jets could make it interesting. It's possible. These two teams always play each other pretty close and give each other a really good, game. They're very competitive in their division, even when the Jets only, they're the bottom, they only have one win, but they still show up for the games against New England because this is a fierce rivalry regardless. So, you could see the Jets make it interesting. Of course, I think the Patriots are more likely to just blow them out, and this thing could get ugly. The Jets actually did beat the Patriots last year back in October, but other than that, the Patriots had won 5 in a row against the Jets, and they've kind of owned them over the last few years. So I expect to see more of the same here on Thursday Night Football. At least that's what I think. I think the Patriots win this one by double digits. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Very interested to hear your thoughts. So leave a comment to tell me what you think is going to happen in this game. And if you like this show, make sure to hit the like button to let us know. Otherwise, we would not know. And also, if you want more of this content, make sure to subscribe as we do upon further reviews for each and every single game, as well as recaps for each and every single game in NFL football. We're also covering the Major League Baseball playoffs all the way through the World Series, and we do cover some college football as well. And we do our weekly show, The Wedge. Make sure to check that out, where we do our quick picks, fantasy football picks. We do a weekly rewind, and we also have this Thursday night upon further review as part of that show. We also make it available separately as well. But once again, thank you very much for listening. It is greatly appreciated. Hope you're having a great day and you have a great weekend and enjoy all of the sports.